Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to the weekly coaching with me. So I'm just waiting for other people to join, then we'll start. Before that, let me send a reminder in the group. I've sent the reminder. Let's get started. Fine, let us start now. If they are joining, let them join in between. So firstly, one thing, like every one of us, we go through the difficult times, the good times and the bad times also. And all this, the pain or the suffering, it exists in our mind. Even it's because the mind always constantly observes the reality. Okay, we focus on the current reality, what's happening within us, what's happening not within us, what's happening in around us, what's happening around us. And what's happening around us is defined by what's happening within us. This is what I want you to remember all the time. Though mind always constantly falls into the trap of reality, the current reality, but we are not the mind. The suffering and the pain, it all exists in our mind. This is the one thing which I want you to always keep in mind. And the only thing which I want you to practice throughout the day is being aware. Though we said like joy is the key, feeling good is the key, but we want you to be aware of those feelings. Okay. And whether it is a positive feeling and negative feeling, just be aware. And the moment you become more aware, conscious, all the negativity or the resistance will automatically will subside, will come down. That is the only thing which I want you to practice throughout the day is be aware, be conscious. And once you are aware and conscious of what's happening within you, this is what is going to manifest. Like we already know, many times I've given you the definition. If you have not noted down, please do note it in your notebook or in your mobile phone. Manifestation is the result of what's happening within you in the present moment. And there is only one moment, which is present moment. There is no past, there is no future. And the past and future exist in that time. Okay, but we are living in a universe where there is no time, there is no space, there is no reality. The only reality which exists is what's happening within you that is the only reality. And what's happening within you, it's always love, it's always happiness, it's always joy, it's always peace. This is who we truly are. This is the only truth. The only way to put suffering to the problems, the only way to put full stop to all the suffering is to know the truth about everything and know the truth about who you truly are. And once you understand this, then we'll have no problems, then we'll have no pain, then we'll have no suffering. And problem and pain, it's not about whether you have a challenge or not, nothing to do with your problems. Even when you are going through tough and even when you are going through some problems and challenges, still you can be peaceful. Being peace, nothing to do with your problems and challenges. This is where I hear many people, I talk to many people. The only reason what I ask is like, why do you wanted to join our programs? This is the number one question which I ask most to people is when they answer that, I want to become more happy. And why, if I ask them second question, why you're not happy? The first answer which I would get from them is like, I have the money problem, I have the health problem, I have the relationship problem. This is what I've noticed based on my experience, based on the conversation which I have with the clients and the students. It's because what is the reason you wanted to manifest your goals? Because they say that I wanted to become more happy. I wanted to become more peaceful. And why you are not peaceful now? If I ask this second question to them, many of them would give answer as that. If I ask them like why you wanted to achieve, why you are not happy, it's because like I have a financial problem, I have a health problem, I have a relationship problem. These are second answer which they would give to me. First thing is, these are the two things which I want you to keep in mind is, first thing is, you cannot be happy, you cannot be peaceful by attaining something, by acquiring something. Okay, this is the first thing. And many of us, we fall into this trap called, okay, if I achieve this, then if I attain this, or if I acquire this, then I'm going to be happy. That's not going to happen. This is the first thing. And second thing is, being happy, peaceful, joyful is nothing to do with your problems and challenges. Because this is my personal experience, this is and the students' experience also, because I speak to many people every single day, and these are the first basic questions I ask them. Like, why you wanted to manifest your goals? They say, I wanted to be happy and peaceful. Why you are not peaceful? I have a problems and challenges. And these are the two things which I want you to be aware. Unless until you are not aware, then you will continue to suffer. You will continue to feel the pain. And the pain and the suffering, it exists only in your mind, in your body. Okay? This is what we constantly put ourselves into, that pain and suffering. It's because we always try to acquire something, attain something to feel happy, to feel joyful, peaceful. Don't do this. Second thing is, you cannot give me a reason. You cannot say me that just because I have some problems and challenges, I cannot be peaceful. Being peaceful or happy, nothing to do with your problems and challenges, even though you're going through problem and challenges, but you can still be happy and peaceful. Where does it all these problems and challenges exist in the first place? Let's understand this. Where do all these problems and challenges exist? It exists in our mind. It exists in our body. It exists in the reality, the physical reality. And there is one more reality, which is a vibrational reality, which is true, who we truly are. And there, everything is pure, everything is love, everything is perfect, everything is whole, everything is abundant. And we have forgot that. The deeper self of who we truly are is perfect, whole, and complete. That's what even in the morning meditation also, I am whole, perfect, and complete. The way I am. We are that infinite self. That's why it's a constant reminder for us. And it's a practice, it's a consciousness, being aware. That's the only thing which I want you to practice is be aware, be conscious. And when you are conscious of the pain and the pleasure also, both are not permanent. Okay? Even the pain, what you are going through is also not permanent. Even the pleasures, what you experience through in the physical world is also not permanent. The only place where you will find that eternal peace and joy is deep within yourself. These are today we have discussed, in today's class, we have discussed about the three things. First question is, why we want, why we have goals? It's because we wanted to achieve that to feel good. Yes, you can manifest, nothing to do with whether you cannot manifest. You can manifest only from the place of abundance, only when you can manifest from the place of that pure consciousness, that oneness, and who you truly are. But as long as you're trying to distance yourself from that goal, that's why goal setting is a very bad idea. Because you might have heard about goal setting goals, all of these things. The moment you set those goals, you distance between where you are currently and where you wanted to go. When the moment you see this distance, that's when you feel disappointed. Yes or no? This is a problem with the goal setting. And we never believe in goal setting. It's already there. We are already that person which you wanted to become. And that you need to realize. It's a self-realization. And for that, you need to be constantly aware. Okay, like if I am going through some problems, where is this problem exist? It exists in mind. It exists in my body. And if you are not aware that, you think that, okay, you are the problem and you will continue to suffer. That's what we have been learning in that Nirvana Shatakam, right? Every single day. And it always points out to one thing: be aware, be aware, be aware. Be conscious, be conscious. And what is this awareness? Awareness also, it's a mind activity. And awareness of awareness is that's a true awareness. Even being aware also, it's happening on your mind. Now, yes, I'm aware. I'm speaking now. I'm aware of what I'm speaking. Like now when you're speaking, I'm aware. Where it all happening? It's happening in my mind. And being aware of that my mind activity is that the true awareness. Okay. And once we are truly aware of this mind activity on this body activity, but always where we feel the emotions in our body. And where we all this, the problems, pain and suffering exist in the mind's activity. And once you're aware of this mind's activity, then you're no longer feel the pain. You're no longer feel any suffering. Because why we don't feel any more suffering and pain? It's because you are not the pain. You are not the suffering. But mind identify itself with the pain and suffering. This is what I want you to remember. Because constantly, every one of us, including us, we constantly go through up and down. And when we think that is the truth, that is the reality, because we see it, because there is evidence in the reality that, okay, I have this problem, I have this challenge. It exists. It is a evidence for our eyes. We can see it, we can feel it, we can touch it. This is a reality. And mind always believes in something through evidence, through the senses. Seeing, feeling, is touching is all about the evidences. It's a proof for your mind, and it believes it to be true. And when it believes it to be true, that this is what we are going through is the reality, this is the truth, then always, because both up in the sense, like when we go through some success, that is up, like either that's a success. When we go through the downfall, like maybe any challenge, any problem, when you identify yourself with the up also, that is not going to be permanent. And even when you go through the downfall, even that is not going to be permanent. What is going to be permanent is like who you truly are, that is eternal. And that consciousness is eternal. This is where we can put a full stop to all the pain and suffering. The reason why we are understanding all of this, it's because we are going through some problems and challenges, and we wanted to put a full stop. That's a essence of even the way Vedanta or the Nirvana Shatakam is to put the full stop to all our problems and suffering. And the only way to put the problem and suffering is to understand who we truly are. And for that, we need to be constantly aware of this mind activity. If you are not aware, then yes, when you get to some problem, then constantly your mind tells, oh, you got a problem. And it identifies with that problem because it has evidence in your reality. Oh, this is a problem. This is a health problem, relationship problem, money problem, business problem, career problem, client problem, customer problem. It always identifies itself with that problem. It has evidence. So that's why mind always wants to constantly feel that pain and suffering, because it has evidence in your reality. But in the true reality, the only evidence is the evidence of your true reality is your awareness. That's the evidence for your consciousness. The moment you are aware of your mind activity, that's the evidence that yes, there is a reality beyond what you are experiencing. Yes, do you all believe that there is a reality beyond what you are going through currently? And that's not the true reality, but it always mind believes it to be true because it has a evidence in your reality. Karthik sir, Shilpam, Sagar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because it mind has evidence, right? Yes, you have a health problem. Like you go to the doctor, you check up, you get the reports, and report shows that you have some health issues. When you have money, like a money problem, it shows in your bank account. Yes, you have a less bank account, or you have to pay the bills, you have to pay the EMIs, you have to pay the loans, clear the debts. All of this, it has evidence. So mind, it feels to be true. This is the truth. This is a reality. So it feels to be true. Now there is a reality beyond the current reality. That reality is who we truly are, and the evidence is like your consciousness. The moment you are aware of your mind's activity, then you will experience a totally different life, irrespective of your current reality. Like what's happening in your life, you can still be peaceful, you can still be happy. That's a whole objective of the spirituality, is to put a full stop to all the pain and the suffering. And this can be achieved only through the constant practice of awareness. Awareness, firstly, it happens like you are aware of your mind activity. Even that is a mind activity. You are aware of your thoughts, you are aware of your emotions that are still happening on your mind level. Awareness of awareness. Okay, who is thinking these thoughts? Okay, who am I feeling this pain? It's all happening in the mind level. But we are not that minded. That's what, right, we learned from the Nirvana Shatkam. We are not the mind and body, but we constantly fall into the trap of body and mind. And that's what we need to, it needs awareness. The only thing which I want you to practice throughout the day is awareness. Though I've said so far it's a feeling good, feeling those, yes, of course it is good. You're constantly keeping up your emotions in the positive ways, in the positive skill. That is good. But now even those positive emotions cannot sustain for a longer period of time. And the only place where you will find that eternal place where you will feel that constant joy, constant peace is deep within yourself. And for that, you need to be aware, you need to practice the awareness. And once you practice it throughout the day, this is a reminder, there is a one important task for you to do it, is constantly aware of your awareness. Yes, we know we are aware. And awareness, who is aware of? Your mind is aware of your thoughts and emotions. Now, I want you to be aware of your awareness. That will bring you so much of easiness. And we feel constantly some pressure, some disturbance in our heart, in our mind. It's happening. It's because we think like what we are going through is the truth, but that's not the truth. That's not the reality. Yes, it is a reality because it has evidence for your mind. So it always, your mind wants to give attention to it. Because something goes wrong, your mind always gives attention to that. And because it has evidence, so it feels to be true. And it thinks this is a truth, this is a reality. But that's not the reality. Though I'm speaking it, it is always easier said than done. It is always easy when you're listening to, oh, it feels good. Okay, that I'm not this body and mind, I'm not the pain and suffering. I'm beyond this. I'm beyond this reality. This is not the true reality. It always seems easy. And yes, it requires a practice. This is what we call a sadhana. It's a practice. The more you practice, the more your life becomes more easier, more joyful, more funful. Otherwise, it becomes more hard work, more effort, more pain, more suffering. And we have a choice. And it's not about even a choice. Choice is also, it's the mind decision, okay? It's not about the choice. That we need to understand who we truly are. For that, we need to become more aware, more conscious. That is the only thing. That is the only message for today. In case if you have any questions about it, you can ask me. This is the only thing and nothing else, nothing beyond this, and no magics, no mantras, no secrets, nothing, no hidden secrets. The moment you are aware of your mind activity, that frees, F-R-E-E, free yourself from the pain and suffering. And that is the only goal here now, to put a full stop to all the pain and suffering. And once you aware of this mind activity, then you feel a lot of freedom, you feel a lot of joy, you feel a lot of peace, inner peace. That's what we truly want, nothing else. And even money, why we want money is also because we wanted to feel that pain. We all want to feel that inner peace, inner joy, alignment, happiness. And yes, when we are like, let me tell you something, even it doesn't mean that, yes, though we teach manifestation and manifesting from a mind level, it always, yes, it always difficult. The difficult way of manifestation is manifesting from your mind. That becomes very, very, very difficult. Because when we try to manifest from mind, which is nothing but the ego, and ego always feels lack. Oh, I don't have now, so I wanted to acquire something to make this, or to make my life happy, peaceful, joyful. So remember that you're already full, you're already whole, you're already complete, you're already abundant person, you're already a peaceful person. Don't let your money decide your worthiness. Don't let your achievement of something define your worthiness. As a person, as a who you are, is already worthy. And your worthiness does not depending on achieve something. Okay, if I achieve more money, then I'll be a good good father, good mother. If I do everything, sacrifice for my whole family, then I'll give a good mother, good father, or a good businessman, good owner, good boss, or a good son, good daughter. If I do something to my family members, then only they think I am worthy. Nothing. As a person who you are now, you are whole, you are worthy. And we always in this constant loop of achieving something or trying to do something, trying to prove something to make us feel worthy. And your money does not equals to your net worth. Who you are is already worthy enough. This is what, based on the brought up, even that's what we know. That's what even I have noticed in my life. It's because the society labels based on your net worth, based on the money in your bank account. The more money you have in your bank account, the more you are successful in terms of money, everything, luxuries, home, everything. Then the society put a label that, yes, you are a successful person. Never fall into the trap. And having more money, having less money, it has nothing to do with who you are. Who you are as a person is whole. And you don't have to do extra for yourself or for your family members or for your clients, customers. As a person, you are already whole, worthy enough. Don't try to achieve. And because ego always feels lack, so it always wants to manifest. It always wants to manifest from that lack. You cannot manifest from the place of lack. And it becomes hard work. It becomes effort. It becomes striving. It takes a lot of time if you wanted to manifest. And there is another place which is already whole. Once you from the place of wholeness, from the place of completeness, from the place of abundance, it is easy, it is very quick, and it is very joyful. And we to realize this, yes, it may take some practice, it may take some time. And I should not use the word time because there is no time at all. We are living in an infinite, no, there is no time, there is no space, there is no reality. Okay. And this is the only thing which I want you to practice is be aware there is no time, there is no space, there is no reality. A reality means what you are focusing, that's not real. As long as you think it is real, then yes, of course, we'll have a pain and suffering. What you are going through is not a true reality. And one more thing is, as a person who you truly are is already worthy. You don't have to try to attain something or achieve something successful. Maybe, yes, you are achieving something, maybe matters to your family members, matters to other people, matters to you also. But as a you means the true person is already whole. It does not matter really. All these things matters externally, but it really doesn't matter. Okay. This is the one thing which I want you to remember. And once we practice this, once we are following this, then life is really going to be easy, joyful, and peaceful. And nothing can, not, like, you don't have to achieve something, you don't have to acquire something to make you feel who you are as a person is already peaceful. This is the one thing which you remember, and your life is going to be really peaceful, joyful. We always in the constant mode of trying to achieve something, trying to attain something, trying to acquire many more things. Okay, I want this, I want that, I want this. Yes, having desire is good, nothing wrong about the desire, but from which place that desire is coming from? Most of the time it comes from the mind. Most of the time it comes from the ego. That's where all the problem begins. Having desire is nothing wrong. Even like Krishna said, having desire is not a wrong thing. That attachment to that desire, oh, I want this, I want this, where that is coming from? It is coming from a mind level. It is coming from an ego always feels lack. Oh, I don't have this, so I wanted to have, I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more. In this constantly, when you are in this loop of acquiring more and more and more, you lose yourself. You lose yourself in the sense you identify yourself with that mind. As long as you identify with your mind, no matter how much you achieve, still you wanted to achieve more. That's a problem with the mind. But you cannot be peaceful and happy when you are trying to acquire more and more and more from the ego. Already as a person, you're already whole, perfect. You already have everything. Can I tell you something, like based on my experience, like I've seen the lakhs, I've seen the crores also, I've seen the luxury, car, office, clients, everything we have seen. The only thing which matters truly is a peace. We have seen like success also, we have seen failure also. I've seen everything, but only thing which I constantly tell all the people, and even for you also, we always constantly tell peace, 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 peace. Nothing more than that. And no success or no great achievement can equals to the peace. Once you find, yes, it doesn't mean that you don't have a desire of having more money. You can have that, nothing wrong about it. But what I'm trying to say is find that inner peace, find that inner joy, then all the abundance, what you want, it will come to you. Even if it is not coming to you, still you will be happy. But if you're not finding this inner peace and you're just running behind the money, just running behind the work, just running behind the clients, customers, or business or career success, at certain point of time, you realize what else. And what else is nothing but what is beyond this. There is beyond this. That beyond this is nothing but the peace. Okay? Don't just run behind that everything. It's all of these things, like maybe like all of, I think I'm sure that all of these things has over now. Like now that you come to a place where you'll find only, okay, now the only thing which matters to me is peace, nothing else. And that is the only thing which matters, nothing else. The peace is inner peace. I'm not talking about the pleasure. I'm talking about the inner peace. The peace is what you find within yourself. That's the inner peace. The happiness which you get from the pleasures of your external reality, that is a pleasure, not a inner peace. Inner peace is where you find your peace deep within yourself. That is the only thing. And once you find that peace, and that's what we call it as alignment, or we call it as harmony. Alignment is nothing but once you find that inner peace and joy, because that is who you truly are, then everything which you want will come to you. Even if it is not coming to you, it will not bother you. This is a beauty. And again, many people say, once even after finding that inner peace, no, still I wanted to manifest. But that I wanted to manifest, still it is coming from, still you have not realized that inner peace within you. And once you find that, automatically, no matter whether you are achieving it or not, it would not define your state of peace. This is what I want you to remember. Okay, and that's a summary of today's session. In case if you have any questions, I'll take up your questions. Any questions so far? It's not about, please write down this statement. Spirituality, you cannot understand on a mind level. Though no matter how much I'm speaking, you are trying to understand on a mind level, but you cannot understand a mind level. It's all about realization. And I want you to realize it. Some of you may be realizing when I'm talking more, when you're listening to these kind of talks, you are realizing it, or you are experiencing it, that you must experience it. Spirituality, just you cannot understand by reading some book or reading some videos. Yes, now I have read the book, now I have read about the self-realization or enlightenment. That may not bring you, that may give you the information, but that may not guarantee you that you will be realized. And it's all about experience, and it's realization of who you truly are. And when that happens, automatically you will find that true peace and true joy. And it may not take much time. We have been seeing many people, the spiritual gurus, we think that it requires a lot of years of practice. Even it would not need it, because at the deep of who you are is that person, is that enlightened person. Okay, every one of you, as a deep down, you're already that person. Now we are already enlightened. Now the enlightenment is required for your mind. For that, yes, you need to become aware of your mind's activity. Who is playing all this drama, all this game, all this nonsense? It's being played by your mind. And once you are aware of this, then constantly you can be peaceful. When you're constantly aware of this mind's activity, this drama, this game like monkey mind, then you can always be peaceful. Okay, that's a summary. Any questions now, Sagar, Shilpa, Karthik sir?
No, sir.
Okay, Sagar, how about you? Anything you wanted to ask related to this today's session? Any doubts? If I have no doubts, then we can close the session. We are good to close the session. So this is the ultimate thing which I want you to remember. And only when you realize, when you know who you are at a deeper level, and this is what one thing which I loved it from Eckhart Tolle. Please do write down this. Rearranging your circumstances, your situation will no longer help you unless until you realize who you are on a deeper level. This one I'll repeat it. Okay, this is the conclusion of this even today's class. Rearranging your circumstances or situations will no longer helpful unless and until you realize who you truly are on a deeper level. Have you all written it, or you want me to repeat?
Sir, please repeat once again, sir.
Okay, I'll repeat. Rearranging your circumstances or situations will no longer helpful unless and until you realize who you truly are on a deeper level. Okay, I'll break down this sentence and I'll explain one more time. I think probably then you will get more understanding, more clarity. Okay, first, have you all written it first? Karthik sir, Shilpa ma'am, Shilpa and Sagar, have you all written it? Yes, or you want me to repeat one more time? Have you all written it? Have you all written?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me explain about this statement. Rearranging your situations or circumstances means we always try to fix. Okay, if I have a financial problem, I always try to fix, I always try to do something about this situation, and do something about my circumstances right now, what I am going through. Rearranging, like trying to fixing the situations or circumstances, will no longer help you unless and until you realize who you truly are. If you observe, there are two U's, Y-O-U. Here, there are two U's. Unless and until you realize who you truly are. This is a little complicated. I want you to pay attention here, every one of you. Unless until you realize who you truly are. Okay, here I want you to pay attention. Who you truly are on a deeper level. I want you to read that statement, whatever I have said again. Please read it one more time, or 2 times, 3 times, at least read. Then you will get the essence of what I'm trying to say. Read it. 5 times you read it. I want every one of you to read 5 times. Read that 5 times, then I'll explain. Then you will get more clarity.
Rearranging your situation or circumstances will no longer help you unless or until you realize who you truly are on a deeper
Level, on a deeper level.
level.
Correct.
Rearrange your situation or circumstances will no longer help you unless until you realize who you truly are on a deeper level.
Yes. All of you, Karthik sir and Sagar, please listen to Shilpa. Shilpa, read again 3 more times.
Rearrange your situation or circumstances will no longer help you unless until you realize who you truly are on a deeper level. Rearranging your situation. Rearranging your situations or circumstances will no longer help you.
Will no
longer help you unless or until you realize who you truly are on a deeper level.
Perfect.
Rearranging your situation or circumstances will no longer help you unless or until you realize who you truly are on a deeper level.
Yes. Now let me ask you, each one of you, like, what did you understood from this statement? Before I explain it, I want you to listen from what did you understood from this statement. Shilpa, can you come on the video?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes. 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 Now, what did you understood from this statement?
Sir, the situation and circumstances, what is present now, we should not rearrange. We should not rearrange what the past happened. We should not rearrange. I think like that one.
Right. What else?
Unless,
if you don't rearrange, how it will be fixed?
Rearranging your situation or circumstances will no longer help you. What? Wait.
Yes. Take your time.
Your situations or circumstances will no longer help you unless or until realize who you are truly or on a deeper level.
Have you understood this statement?
Sir, little bit confusion is there, sir. But
okay.
Truly, I did not understand.
That's okay. Fine. Thank you for being honest. Let me ask from Sagar and Karthik sir. Then
okay,
I'll
sir.
explain it. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is not so easy to understand, and it's not difficult also. Yes. Let us. Karthik sir, are you there? You're on the way to your home.
No, I'm going to Tirumala actually.
Sorry, where you're?
I'm going to Tirumala actually.
Tirumala.
Yes, yes.
Oh, again. Amazing. I wish you all the,
Yes.
I wish you very easy, joyful, quick darshan, and yes, and have a lot of fun.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Okay, fine. Let me ask from Sagar. Sagar, are you there?
Yes, sir. Very good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sagar. Can you please turn on your video? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. Just give me 2 minutes.
Yes.
It is like that we should understand whom we are so that everything comes into alignment.
Perfect. Great. Great, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Karthik, sir. Let us hear from Sagar. Yes, Sagar, have you noted down that statement, what I've said?
Sir, in fact, it is a bit like, but I'll get clarity, sir. I know you because, sir, many things are new for me. But, sir, the every statement, as you have said, and I'm not understanding, but day by day, sir, I'm getting that clarity. Like, that is the statement that also, that is related to that, sir. I know, sir, I will understand it sometimes.
Fine. Like your daughter is crying?
Yes, sir, she is.
Okay. Okay,
she
please take
always
care of
does
her.
this,
I'll
sir.
just explain. I'll explain indeed.
Yes.
Yes, the meaning. So first, let us break down that statement. Then you will have more clarity. Okay. First, let's understand about the first statement. Okay. Rearranging your circumstances or situations will not help you or will not helpful. That is the first statement. Why it is not helpful? Unless and until you realize yourself on a deeper level. Okay, there are 3 statements here. Rearranging your situations will no longer helpful unless and until you realize yourself. That is second statement. On a deeper level is a third statement. These are I want you to break down. Then once you break down, now let me explain about each and every statement. First statement. Rearranging your situations and circumstances will no longer helpful. Why it is not helpful? Because mind always, when something is going wrong, it always wants to fix something. If your husband is not listening, if your wife is not listening to you, if your kids are not listening to you, if your boss is not listening to you, if your friends are not listening to you, if your mind is not listening to you, then we are trying to fix the situation or fix the circumstances. And fixing these circumstances or arranging these circumstances will not help you, which means it's not the permanent solution. Maybe for temporarily, you think that, yes, it is solved, but that's not the permanent solution. Why it is not a permanent solution? Because let us come to the second statement. Unless and until you realize who you truly are on a deeper level. Deeper level is a third statement. Before we talk about the third statement, let's understand about the second statement. Unless until you realize who you truly are. Then who are this first you and second you? The first you here is your mind. Unless until your mind realizes who you truly are. Who you truly are? What is that on a deeper level? Who you truly are? We think that, okay, I am this body, I am a human being. That is thinking that on a surface level. On a deeper level, who we truly are. We are not that. We are not the body. We are not the mind. We are not the memory. We are not our experiences. I'm not the teacher. You are not the student. You're not a father. You're not a mother. We are beyond this. Which means temporarily fixing your situations and circumstances will no longer help you unless until you know yourself on a deeper level. That's the only way to, that is a permanent solution. But rearranging temporarily on your mind, on your external level, that is only temporarily. That is a temporary solution, not a permanent solution. What is permanent solution is going deep within yourself, understanding your mind, realizing who you truly are. Not just on a surface level, but on a deeper level. Deeper level is you're beyond this life, beyond this time, space, and reality. That's what who we truly are. This is eternal consciousness. We are that Atman, Brahman, Tattvamasi. You are that. Aham Brahmasmi. I am that. That is realizing who we truly are on a deeper level. And most of the people, yes, they try to fix the situations. They try to solve their problems and challenges. Maybe for temporary period, yes, they may go to a solution, but that's not a permanent solution. The permanent solution is when you realize yourself on a deeper level, that's when you will find a permanent solution. That's when you will find a true happiness, true peace, true joy, true success, true achievement. No matter how much you achieve on a physical level, that always constantly puts you in a question mark that what else, what else, what else? What next, what next, what next? Even though you achieve so many things, still your mind wants to achieve more and more. What more and more and more. And then at certain point of time, you realize, is there anything beyond this? Because I've seen everything. Because is there something beyond this? That's when you realize of who you truly are. And that's the only essence. That's the only truth. That's the only reality of us, of our life. And manifestation, once you realize this, then the manifestation becomes very easy, very joyful, very quick. When you are trying to fix your situation, circumstances, only you are doing on a mind level. But that only for temporary period, yes, you may find some solution. You may be happy, but that's not the permanent solution. Go within, understand who you truly are. And the manifestation is a byproduct. That's what we never focus on, the manifestation. Though we teach manifestation, manifestation is a byproduct of your consciousness. Your consciousness, it's nothing but about the truth, knowing about the truth, about the life, about everything, about who you truly are. And once you understand this, you will get a lot of freedom. You will find a lot of joy within you now. And now I'm very sure, like many of your, no matter what's happening around you in your life, but still you're able to find a lot of peace and joy. How many of you feeling that you're able to, at least not maybe 100%, at least maybe 1%, 10%, you're finding some joy, finding some peace now?
Yes, sir. I find so.
Yeah, that's, and it's a beginning step. It's a beginning step. The beginning step to the spirituality you can write down. Being conscious of your thoughts and emotion. That's why we always tell, being conscious and of your thoughts and emotion. That is a beginning step. That is an entry point to spirituality. That is not an ultimate state of spirituality. That is just a beginning step. That is an entry point to the spirituality. That is required. Being conscious of your thoughts and emotions is a beginning step, is an entry point, is a gateway to the spirituality. And the ultimate point of the spirituality is there is nothing to be aware of. Your thoughts are not real. Your mind activity is not real. That is the ultimate point. And right now it may not seem illogical. It may seem illogical for you. So that's why we are not going deeper level. So first, let's be practice on the entry level, which is conscious of our thoughts and emotions. the moment you are conscious of your thoughts and emotions. But otherwise, what happens is when you are not conscious, you think that, okay, I am this thought. If you have a fearful thought, then you think that you are that fearful thought, then you'll feel the fear, emotion of fear of financial problems, fear of health problems, fear of relationship problems. It all exists in your thought and emotion level. When you are not aware, that you think that I am my thought, I am my emotion, then you will have a fear. It could be fear of money, fear of health, fear of relationships, anything. It all exists in your mind. Once you're aware of that thoughts and emotion, you feel a lot of some freedom. You feel a lot of relaxation. You find some relief. That is a beginning step. That is an entry point. And let's practice this. Then you will get to that stage where you will feel that there is no thought only. You're not the thought only. You're not the mind only. You're not your body also. You're not the memory also. You're not your experiences also. What you're going through is all, it's like a Maya. And you will be aware of that Maya. Be aware of that Maya to come out of that Maya. Okay. Now, is it simple? I think I made it so simple, that statement. Have you all got little clarity about that statement? Not to 100%,
Yes, sir.
but at least some clarity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. But still, even if you understand this, you would free yourself from the pain and suffering. You would free yourself from that problems and challenges, and you can feel the peace. No matter what's happening around you, no matter what is going around you, still you can be peaceful, irrespective of whether good things are happening, irrespective of whether bad things are happening, but still you can be peaceful and joyful all the time. And when you are aware of it, and awareness is just the basic step to the spirituality, that is a beginning step to the spirituality, but that's not the ultimate, the spirituality. Ultimate spirituality is, we are not awareness also. Awareness is like mind activity again. Awareness of awareness, that's a ultimate point of the spirituality. And that is always there, whether your mind is there or not, but your awareness is always there. And let's not go deep into it. Let's be here now. The more we detail we go into that it creates more arguments, more questions, more doubts will evolve. So let's be for today, let's understand only for the step one. Step one of this beginning point is, or the beginning point is, being aware of your thoughts and emotions. And let's practice this. And every week we'll go a little deeper into the subject. And that's when we discover who you truly are. Then definitely we can put a full stop to all the pain and suffering. Be aware of your mind's activity. That's what puts you in trap. Once you are aware of that, okay, mind's activity, then you will no longer fall into the trap. You will be aware of the trap, but you will not fall into the trap. Okay, that's a beauty. Fine. Now are you all clear? Still, if you have any questions and doubts, don't hesitate to ask your questions and doubts. It would be fine, like, because we are into this process, we are into this learning journey. So it is for sure that you may have a lot of questions, you may have a lot of doubts, and that's all right. And you can ask without any hesitation, without any second thought. You can ask those questions and get it clarified. The more you ask your questions, and do not hold on to these questions. The more you hold on to these questions, then it will always, you will be keep worrying about those thoughts only. So you can ask your questions and doubts. I'll be happy to guide you. Any questions and doubts before we close?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. How about other Shilpa, Sagar, any questions, or we are good to close?
No, sir, I don't have.
Okay. How about you, Shilpa? Shilpa, are you there? Are you there? Fine. I think we are good to close the session. So became like, I thought of closing at 8:30, but it has become 9 o'clock. Still, like, I want you to understand, like, be aware of this. The takeaways or the call to action for you is, what I want you to practice the homework is, be conscious of your mind's activity. And that's where your mind activity puts you into a trap. And once you're aware of, you're no longer fall into the trap. This is a call to action. This is a practice. This is a homework for you to do. Okay, with that note, thank you so much everyone for joining and giving us an opportunity to guide you all today. And I look forward to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow maybe my sister is going to take, and I'll see you on Monday. Till then, enjoy, have fun, and happy weekend. Enjoy with your family and friends, and everything is important. The fact that we are born into this physical body, we must experience with the awareness. Okay. Don't think that either if you are experiencing some problem challenge, don't put yourself into that problem and pain. If you're going through some happiness and joy, yes, you can be happy and joyful, but be aware of that happiness and joyful state, and be aware of this painful state also. So both are not gonna be permanent. So just experience. We are here for experience. Just experience it and understand it, but you are not experience. Okay, it is not illogical, but when you are aware of it, then you'll become more happy and you become more peaceful. Right. With that note, thank you so much, and I love you. You love yourself. Take care. Bye everyone. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye Sagar. Good night. Thank you.